Three.
Yeah.
Yes, Rajen, how you doing today, my bro? You good?
Okay, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm all sweet, man. But guys, let me just introduce you to Rajan. So, Rajan, when did you work with me? About a year ago, would you say? A year? Longer?
I think it's been I think it's been slightly longer, maybe a year or two. I'm not sure.
Yeah, a year or two. But Rajan came to me, and he had a massive ACL injury, and his transformation in terms of what he achieved was crazy. And what I want to ask you, Rajan, is where were you before you joined Core Fitness, and what was it you're struggling with initially?
So before I joined, I was I don't know my exact weight, but I was probably about what 58 kilograms or something. I was quite slim, skinny. I didn't really want to be at that point. Wasn't confident in going out in t-shirts, all that sort of stuff. Um, and I was eating the wrong foods. I was on primarily like a proper like typical Indian diet and it's very like carby. You know what I mean? So and then
Yep.
you came along and you were like, nah, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, there was that. And then the worst thing I'd say was my I think we started and a few months in, I had my ACL reconstruction.
Hmm.
And that was quite a big decision because I did make a few months of progress, but it was just a big decision to make. Like, do I
Take it on.
no continue? Yeah, yeah. Do I take it on and cancel that or reduce that progress? Have a few months out and then get back on it, or do I just continue with the progress I'm making? So
I mean, it was.
I did take it.
I mean, it was like a decision that we both had to make because, like,
Mm,
Rajan, your thoughts were like, "Oh, let's just put this surgery off," and I was like,
mm.
"Bro, like that's gonna linger with you for the rest of your life, until you get this ironed out." So
Yeah,
I kind of had to convince Rajan, but we got there.
yeah, yeah. We
And
got
yeah,
there.
we ironed it out. Went through surgery, and yeah, I'm happy to say that like it's crazy that you can actually achieve a mad result whilst like you going through complete reconstruction. So that's something that you have to be proud of because I feel like not only did you learn a lot, and we'll dive into that a bit later, but it's the mindset of the whole rehab side of things. Because don't get it wrong, like that definitely took a toll out of you, right? The whole like you can't move kind of thing was hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 100%. Like for the first month, I couldn't do a thing. I was like, yeah, I think we just didn't do any workouts or anything for the first month. We got back into it in the second month, from what I remember.
Mm. That
And
was
that's when everything hit. I was like, damn, like this is hard. I couldn't do a thing because yeah, they took a chunk of my hamstring out. So I had to effectively, as well as work my knee up, I had to rebuild my
Mhm.
left hamstring as well as like balance it out with my right one.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah,
That
there was a lot of stuff.
that unilateral slash lateral work definitely helped strengthen, and I'm happy to see that, bro. Like it's crazy what you've achieved, and like I said, you should be so proud of yourself, man. But my next question for you, bro, is what made you decide, well, what made you actually decide to join me in particular? Like, how did I stand out to you? Can't remember how we.
Um, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think I dropped you a message or you dropped me a message at some point, and
Hmm.
then everything you were offering, I was just like, yeah, this might be something that will help because I struggled with gaining weight quite a lot. I was quite slim, and the problem was there was so much information that you don't know what the correct information is nowadays.
Hmm.
So it was easier just following you, that one person, than going out on the internet following like 50 different influencers and getting advice from all of them. And you're just like, well, I don't know what works because there's too many variables that you're testing out. But you obviously came in, you were like, okay, here's this one set path, follow it, and it will work. And it worked. So yeah.
That's wicked, man. And yeah, like I said, there's so many things out there, but at the end of the day, the whole program has to be kind of catered to you as an individual because there's so many like so much information out there. But what we do at Core Fitness is cater it to our clients. But what changes have you seen since you started, like physically, mentally, in your daily life? What would you say?
Physically, obviously I put on more weight, got a lot more healthy, um, increased strength
Hmm.
as well as cardio. Even though I did wish I focused on cardio a bit more because hated it. But but yeah, like my cardio has gone a lot better. Increased like VO2 max, all that sort of stuff. Um, and I'd say one of the biggest things that's actually helped me is also watching my food, calories, protein, fats, all that sort of stuff, tracking all of that on I don't know any of the apps, and also transferring that knowledge to family as well, because it helps them get healthier as well. If I'm healthy, then I can at least help them become healthier as well. And that's, that sort of knowledge transfer has really helped.
Exactly that, bro. Because the beautiful thing about fitness, right? Like, say you in your house, you're getting into shape. It has a domino effect
Mm.
on people around you. Because once you start watching your food, your mom's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna start watching my food." And you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like a domino effect, which is
Yeah.
great. But what specific part of the coaching helped you the most? Was it the training, nutrition, or the mindset? What would you say is the standout for you?
The thing is, uh, I think the training was the most difficult bit at first. I was like, oh, I need to go in, I don't know, 3, 4 times a week. This is difficult. I got to that. That was fine. And then the food came, and I realized that the gym I could actually enjoy. It's just the restriction on my diet, which was harder than the actual gym. Once you get used to the gym, that's fine. That's not a problem. But the food is the biggest problem. But yeah, I was okay with that. And then all of that obviously has a knock-on effect on your mindset. And it really proves to you that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. So that was one of the things that really helped.
Wicked, bro. Nice one, bro. Appreciate that. And say if my name was flipping Jonathan, right? I'm Jonathan. I want to join the program. And I'm just like I'm a bit on the fence. What would you say to Jonathan? Well, what would you say
I'd
to
say, sorry,
what would you say to someone that's on the fence?
I'd say try it and just give it a few months. And if you like, you get addicted to the change. So try it, go for it. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But I doubt it's not going to work, to be honest, because if you're on a strict diet and you're strict with your gym, as long as you're consistent, which you will help with that, then I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yeah, and that's another thing actually. You really helped with the consistency. You're like, come on, get up, like go to the gym now.
I was, yeah, it got to the point where I was like, Rajen, how many sessions have you done this week? And
This
he was
guy
like,
is
oh,
messaging like,
they're checking there. And I was like, fuck.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
there.
checking days.
Exactly, bro. That's when you knew it was game time. But yeah, bro, how do you
Yeah.
feel about like now investing in yourself and how has that made you feel since you've invested into core fitness?
Uh, yeah, I don't regret it. It was probably one of the best things I've done because the money will come back, but that confidence that I gained was huge. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what people would usually be on the fence about, like, oh, I don't want to pay for this or that and the other. Why pay for it when I can get free advice on the internet from YouTube? But they don't understand the value that you actually get from having this one-on-one coaching. And it's like, oh, I've got this problem. And then you're just there like, oh yeah, well, this is how you get past it, and this is how I can help you. So yeah, it's really worth it. And I do recommend it to a lot of people.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. But the next question is for you now, Roger. And obviously, you've mentioned a bit about the whole Muay Thai to me a bit separately. But
Mm,
what's
mm.
next for you after this transformation, after you bulked up? What's next now, bro? What's next on the
See,
agenda?
if I've bulked, I've cut as well, sort of. I think I'd just like to cut a bit more,
Mhm.
increase cardio, increase my heart health, because that's one area that I'm not too happy with right now. So I just want to try and push cardio, but I want to try and maintain my physique right now. Maybe cut a bit more fat. But yeah, been a bit lazy past few weeks, but gonna get back on it.
I'm here to remind you, bro. That's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, that's what
Did
you
it.
came for.
You'll interview me, man. But no, Rajan, I appreciate you, man. I just want you to know how proud I am of you. Like, not
Yeah.
only what did I see you like elevate in terms of like your physique, but it was a lot about the mindset side of things as well. Because don't get it wrong, like guys, like Rajan was down and out, and I mean down and out. Bro couldn't even move for like a month straight, but
Mm,
he's now learned and thing about my coaching and something I'm proud of is the thing about like you've been with me like well, one year, one and a bit year ago,
Yeah, something
and you
like that.
still
Yeah.
continuing this knowledge to this day, and that's something that I'm extremely proud of. Okay, so keep smashing it, bro, and thank you for the interview, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Legend.